I am going to be reading poem 591. I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air. Between the heaves of storm, the eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for the last onset. When the king be witnessed in the room, I willed my keepsakes, signed away what portion of me be assignable, and then it was there, interposed a fly. We blew uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me, and then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. In this poem, the speaker is referencing herself on her deathbed and her last final moments alive with her loved ones. What is very important to point out is that throughout this whole poem, she is strictly focused on the fly in the room and not so much the loved ones that are around her. She first only begins talking about the fly buzzing when she was dying, and slightly throughout she references her own family members and their reaction to the situation. But not only does she start off talking about the fly, she ends off talking about the fly by saying the stumbling buzz between the light and me. She is focusing on more of the tinier things because she has already come to terms with her death. It is also important to point out her descriptions of everybody else that had been in the room with her in the moment. She says that the eyes have wrung them dry, meaning that people can't really cry and grieve no more with her still being there, and they kind of came to terms with everything that was going to happen. She also references that the breathing pattern changes, so she's noticing all of the family members' changes and herself, but in the beginning she still likes to discuss everybody else around but not herself until she makes the comment and she says, "Then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see," simply meaning that it was her last moment alive. In the essay as a whole, I feel like it is very important to talk about how she notices everything around her and what's going on, but her main focus is just a single fly, as if she had never seen any throughout her life. It is very important also, she has these pauses in which she is basically thinking over what she wants to say next. She references her will. She says that I willed my keepsakes, signed away what portion of me be assignable, as if everybody who is there is entitled to a single thing that she had in her life. Overall, I think it's a pretty amazing piece that even when somebody's on their deathbed, they still like to acknowledge the little things in life, such as the fly, but the fly becomes so important to her in this one scene in which she is supposed to be comforting herself, but she basically is finding comfort in this one single fly. So yeah.